You know what, people? I realize that there is order in every kingdoms in everything, and even in the animal kingdom. I don't care if it's the wasps, the flies, the insects, everything. There's an order. Just like there's different types of animals in every kingdom, is always a leader. Everything, and when you think about even the biblical Bible, it tells you, he said, let all things be done decently and in order. There's order in the kingdom. There's an order for what you should eat, and there's an order for what you should not eat. You see what I'm saying? Let all things be done decently and in order. Just like it when it rain, it don't rain in every part of the world. Just like at one time, because you when you was a child, when I was a child, I used to think it would rain just in the location. I'm assuming that it's raining in the whole wide world. That was the mind and the thought and the process that I had. But as I gotten older, I really realized that that's not true. Just like I used to grow up thinking that God loved everybody. Think about that for a minute. Everybody in the world. And when you think about order, there's certain people that he care about, was such as the Israelites, our people. Um, you got the dog world, right? Dogs and animals are not humans. Humans are humans. And the word human just means color, I'll say, you know. And it's impossible I was for to be loved to everybody because everybody is different. Everybody he made everything he made, he makes different things. You see what I'm saying? Just like foods, there are certain foods that he made an order, and that's just the way I would say animal kingdom work. That's the way a human kingdom works. Just monkeys. They have their own way that they communicate with each other. It's not the same way that we would do it, but they have their own way that they communicate with each other in every way. Just like you ain't gonna go into a animal kingdom and try to run it because you're not an animal. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna run into that. Even if you look at the animals, the different types of animals, they respect each other's order. They don't even go into each other's space. I mean, shoot, they don't go into other animals that does not look like them in their space. You is no, more than likely they gonna stay in their lane. That's what you call order. Just like giraffes ain't gonna go in the sea where the fishes are because that's not where they belong. They belongs in their place because the water is not made for them. It was made only for fish. Even the fish, in their own way, they understand that they belongs in the sea and the water because God created them that way. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, I'm not a bird. I'm an animal. You see what I'm saying? So it's impossible for me to get out there call myself flying. I can't do what they do because it wouldn't look right. You see what I'm saying? Because I wasn't made nothing like that. When when God make things, when he create an order. There's an order for everything. Meaning that there's certain things that you can do and certain things you can't do. Just like when you walk into, if you go to somebody's house, there's order in their house, right? You ain't gonna walk in their house and just do what you just walking in and just say go just throwing putting your stuff in there and say, well, I'm gonna put here, and you go in the refrigerator and you do all these different things. Why? Because you know that's not your space. That's not. It wouldn't be a. It that wouldn't be decent, and it wouldn't be nothing of order because we know that would be out of totally. It would be out of line. You know what I'm saying? And everybody understands that. It's called an order. That's all it is. You ain't gonna, just do it out of order. You know what I'm saying? Even animals, even the ant, they understand there's an order. You ain't gonna go and mess. If you mess with an ant pile, then you gonna get bit by ants. If you go into a yellow jacket, a bee kingdom, you know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen if you get too close into their space, because that they letting you know they may not can speak like we can, but they know that you're not them, and they know that in their own way, they know it's not right. It's there's an order, you know. There's an order in every kingdom. That's all. And it was just something. Just I'm not gonna harp on it too long, but it was just something. Just told me is to speak on it. Say whatever come to mind, and if it's on my mind right away, I hear up and I record it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I wanted to come and say, because that was I was thinking about it. I said, that's interesting. You know, that's interesting. And it would be interesting to talk about, because when you think about, even when God outlined certain things in the Bible that He says you should eat. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Leviticus 11. We know it's um, when you get the opportunity, you can read it within the rest of it for your own self. It says, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat amongst all that are in the waters, all that are on the earth, whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is clothed footed, and cheweth the cud amongst the beasts, that shall ye eat. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, of them that divideth the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. Divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. And the swine, though that's the pig, and though he divideth the hoof, and be clothed footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. Okay, now you take that in God's kingdom, the God of Yahushua, whatever, God of Yah. Even in God's kingdom, the Most High God's kingdom, there it's an order. It's called an order, and you can break them orders. Does they change? No, no. The order in His kingdom, how you should live, what you should eat, and stuff like that, is still in place. How do I know that? You have order in your house, right? Everybody knows this here. If you got order in your own house, you expect whoever compare your how you expect for them to, if they, like for example, if you don't know them and they come with some other people and they come and just visit your house and just get up, walk in the refrigerator and just go to just getting whatever they want. They don't ask you nothing. You gonna look at that as kind of weird, right? You're gonna be like, in your mind, you probably gonna say something like, I don't want that person back in my house no more. They just walked in. You might even say, what's wrong with that person? Something, is everything all right with them? You ain't gonna want that, right? Because you know that that's not decently, and it's not order. It's not order. The order of it is decent, and in order would be, like, in other words, for like you respecting that person's territory where they live. And the most common thing you would do is you would ask the person, could I have some water, or can I have this or that? Then they be like, okay, everybody know with good common, with good judgment, they know it's that okay, that's right. Okay, that makes sense there. You know. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna harp on it too long. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Order in Kingdoms. That's what I call the video. Order in Kingdoms. I'm out.